detectives fill me in on the text chat and give me some unsettling background information.
Works for Walt Disney World.
So he works for Disney?
Yes, sir.
Or that's his last known employment. I don't know if it's current, but last
The date
known.
says 7/10 of 18 to August 13th of 24.
So up until recently, he worked, at least it appears, for Disney.
Yeah.
Does it say what he did for Disney?
No, sir. It just says Walt Disney World.
How would you characterize his chat?
Quick, actually.
So he's sort of a fast mover.
Yeah, he's very quick to want to hang out. Didn't really want to say what he wanted to do. Mentioned cuddling, mentioned wanted to watch a movie, hang out. And then he was like, oh, maybe make out, oh, maybe have sex. And when I confirmed that he wanted to have sex, he's like, oh, yeah, I want to have sex. And it's not going to hurt for me, because I asked him if it's going to hurt. Then he said he's going to bring a condom.
And there's no question, he knows
Yeah.
he's talking to a 14-year-old.
Correct. He told me that he's never done anything with a 14-year-old before.
He seems excited about that.
Yeah.
And she's playing the role of a virgin in this case?
Yes, sir.
So he could be 25, 30 minutes out then?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get in position. The Polk County deputies and I get ready for Brandon's arrival. And I've got a feeling this takedown could be shocking.
Go time. Stand your back! Now, resisting! Oh, do something! Do something!
Still tagged with the taser barbs, Brandon is cuffed and led back into the sting house.
Brandon, what are you looking for? I'm pretty certain. Search.
He's searched
Condom in his back left pocket. Car key in his front right pocket.
and brought upstairs for processing and to contemplate his life choices. I watch, listen, and consume the text chat that brought Brandon here to meet with an underage girl. Probably still a little shaken up by the taser jolt, it's my turn to get inside Brandon's mind and find out why this Disney employee came to meet with a child. It's gonna be hard to tell your mom about this.
Mom.
All right, James, thank you.
Wrong. Thank y'all.
Known my whole life.
Deputy Justin Moore was visibly shaken when he came face to face with a man with whom he was having a graphic text exchange. Why? Because they've known each other since childhood. You had no idea the man who was trying to hook up with a 15-year-old boy on this social media platform was a guy you had known since childhood?
Had no idea.
When did you realize this?
As soon as we walked out to see him, immediately recognized him.
And who is he to you?
Just grew up down the road from him, and he's just been a church member for as long as I can remember, and still is.
I can't imagine all the thoughts being processed right now, you being an integral part of this investigation and somebody coming into it, and this is not the first time we've seen this.
No, it's not. That's what's scary about it.
Would you ever suspect this fella of doing something like this?
No. I guess there's been some accusations, but I wouldn't have expected it to be him showing up. But you never know.
What does this say?
You never really can tell when you know somebody. When you think you know somebody, you really don't.
You've seen a lot of stuff as a member of this sheriff's office.
Yes, sir.
This ranks right up there with something that
It's be one of the top ones I remember now.
blew you away a little bit.
Yes, sir.
All right, I appreciate it. Our surveillance cameras pick him up pulling into the driveway. The decoy leads Dave to the couch under our hidden camera.
Come on, come in so nobody sees us. Sorry, it was confusing.
Can you close the gate?
Yeah, I'll close it. No, don't kiss me. No,
What?
sit down.
Kiss you?
No, not yet. I don't even know your name. Remember, you lied to me.
David.
It's David?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because you sent me your brother's picture.
Yeah, because, I was scared,
Why were you scared?
Because you're fainting.
And I'm not even telling anybody nobody's here.
I know, but you know how it is.
I know, but I kind of want to trust you a little bit before.
I trust you.
But yeah, but I trusted you and you lied to me.
Yeah.
So your real name's David?
Yeah,
Dave or David?
David.
David. Okay. All right. So you're just scared and that's why you lied to me? What? But that's what I'm saying. You were just scared?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, you look like you're scared. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
You can chill out. I just didn't want to kiss you when you first walked in because I didn't even know your name.
All right, come.
You want a hug?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a hug. But don't kiss me yet. Just hug. Okay? Just a hug. Don't kiss me.
I'm not kissing you.
Okay. How was the drive?
Hmm?
The drive was good?
Yeah, I've driven an hour.
Yeah, I know. I've been waiting on you. Was it hard to find?
Oh, yeah,
It was hard to find. You sure you're good?
I'm good. There's nobody here.
No, it's just me.
All right.
No. Okay. You want something to drink or anything?
No, you good.
Okay.
I want you.
You want me? Okay. Well, once I feel a little more comfortable.
Oh, you don't feel comfortable?
I mean, I feel comfortable, but like I said, I just wanted to get to know you a little bit.
Okay, no problem.
So the drive was fine. There wasn't any traffic.
That's fine. So you gonna be here tomorrow, by yourself too?
Yeah, my parents don't come until Friday night.
That's fine. Should I get back tomorrow then?
Yeah. What? Do you have work or anything?
It's okay. I can be out for you.
So you don't have to go back to work or anything?
Yeah, I do work, but
Are you gonna stay the night?
I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay. Would you come back tomorrow?
Yeah, if you want to.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just didn't know because you asked when they come back. They don't come back till Friday night.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you do have work tomorrow, though?
I do.
What time?
3 to 11.
Oh, okay. So you still have time to,
Yeah.
take a nap and stuff, right?
All right, Lauren.
Yeah. You like that name?
I love it.
Okay.
I love the way you look too.
You do? Well,
Yeah.
thanks. I did take a shower. Oh, you think I'm hot?
Yeah, you are so hot.
Oh. Okay. Let me go pee real quick, okay? You made me a little nervous, okay?
Oh, don't worry about it. You don't have to be nervous.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go pee and then I'll come back, okay?
Okay.
The decoy did her part and made the man feel comfortable. Now it's my turn to make him feel very uncomfortable.
Hey, how you doing? I need you to come right in here, please. Now. Now. Now.
No one is prepared for what's about to happen tonight. He starts off by pretending to pass out on the couch.
All right, quit faking it.
And things are only going to get weirder from here.
David, I need you to stand up and walk right over here and sit in that stool. Right, come here. Come here. Go sit in that stool. No, come here right now. David, do you have any guns with you or any weapons? Okay, sit on that stool. David?
In one of those text strings that I had with him, he was asking what would we do, and there was conversation about drinking ejaculate, and so that's what he's referring to, is that he's gonna go into the bathroom. It's nothing sexual with me or the 15-year-old in this case, and he's gonna jerk off into a cup, and I can drink it if that's what I really
Drives
want.
7 to 8 hours to see a 15-year-old girl, but then goes into a bathroom to masturbate while the girl's in there. I mean, who does that?
Well, nobody. And that's something that I told him, if he felt more comfortable when he got up here and saw that it wasn't a setup like he says it is, then maybe we could go
Jump
even
right
further.
in. Yeah. And remind me, do we have a name on this guy yet?
We do not.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll find out soon enough. But it sounds just like he's awfully committed to me.
Oh yes, yeah.
He's
He
coming.
he was already halfway up here when he first got a little hinky about the situation, but he'd already made probably half the trip, and so he's not going to waste it.
Good. All right.
There's going to be no road trip rest stop to his liking here. Just me and the Marquette County Sheriff's Office. Our surveillance cameras catch his vehicle pulling up to the Sting House. He gets out of his car, locks it, and walks up to the door. The decoy meets him at the door and invites him in. He has an apprehensive look around.
See, like I said, no one else is here. I have the whole place to myself. You can't see it.
Gotta be quick.
You gotta be quick? Okay. Well, I'm just here all by myself. You wanna fuck or anything like that?
15.
Yeah. I'm consenting.
Yeah, but you're not legal consenting age.
Yeah, but I'm not looking to get in trouble. I just want to have some fun.
I get that. But there's no horny 15-year-old boys.
No.
No.
And plus, I want someone older, someone that can teach me how to have fun.
Gotcha.
Does that sound something like you could do?
Like I said, I mean, there's a lot of legal ramifications, responsibility, and more than anything, a conscience.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't want you to get in trouble, but I'm not going to get you in trouble. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not.
Where's that bathroom? Been on the road all day. I gotta piss.
Okay. Well, you said you wanted a cup. Did you want me to grab you one, or
No, it was more being an asshole.
just an asshole? Oh, okay.
I think more than anything, I just wanted to. I guess more wanted to talk to you face to face. Like, I guess just because I understand what you're wanting to do and things like that, but. I don't know, you're for your age, like you're very attractive and whatnot, but like I guess like the way you're going about it, you know, there's better ways.
Yeah. Well, this is what I wanted to do, so.
I understand.
Yeah. Is it something you're interested in doing?
I don't know. There's no hidden camera.
No. Why would I do that?
Because I have anxiety. So those are things I think about. I think you picked that up on that.
Yeah, a little bit.
You have to use my bathroom now.
Oh. I can show you good. It's this way.
He's just going to have to hold it.
Hey, I'm going to need you to sit right down over there. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Sit right over there. Sit, no, come around and sit right there. Okay. You good?
Yeah.
You get it? Go ahead, sit down.
I was being 100%
Okay,
honest.
just sit down and I want to hear about it.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to accuse you of anything you didn't do.
Yep.
All right? He looks like Santa Claus in that photo.
He has a long white beard.
So he thinks he's talking to a man who's got a 13-year-old daughter.
Yes.
And give me a sense for the conversation.
He spoke to the desire to engage in commercial sexual activity.
He wanted to buy this 13-year-old girl for sex.
Yes, he did. He talked about how he has erectile issues, so his plan was he was going to vaginally penetrate the girl with his mouth and tongue. He said that he gets the satisfaction at this point from, I guess, giving. So he talked about how excited he was to give this 13-year-old girl her first orgasm. And the father talked about how excited he was to receive payment for that, and he offered $200.
$200. So he's going to take this girl's virginity, essentially, by performing oral sex on her, and he's going to pay the father $200 for that.
Yes.
That's pretty twisted.
It is.
While we're all stunned and shocked at what Tom, the local Santa celebrity, wanted to do with a 13-year-old girl, there is another detective who tells me he's known him for years.
Him and his wife come every year. We do a Santa party, and we hire Mr. and Mrs. Claus to come to the house, and he comes and sits there and lets all the kids take photos with him. And
what does that say to you?
That one hits a little too close to home.
And he knows you're in law enforcement.
He does. He does. In fact, he's thanked me for doing this particular part of law enforcement.
Wait. This fella, Thomas Allen Hicks,
yeah,
who has been chatting with one of your detectives here, posing as the father of a 13-year-old girl whom he is selling for sex,
yeah,
has been to your home as Santa Claus. He's been in the parade here as Santa Claus.
He's been to my home probably every Christmas for the last 5 years.
Did you ever suspect him of being a child predator?
I didn't.
He was around your kids.
Yep.
Kids
have sat on his lap. He's had them in my house. I've had him in my house with his wife, and he's, what do you want for Christmas? We pay him to come to our house. This is what he's been doing.
And now he's paying to come sexually exploit a 13-year-old girl.
Yep.
Is there any way this is one big mix-up?
I don't believe so. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right?
And while he's been at your home, he has thanked you because he knows you're involved in these sort of child predator stings in your role here at the Polk County Sheriff's Office.
Yes.
I can't even imagine what's going through your mind right now.
As soon as you said, this guy looks like Santa Claus, and his name is Tom Hicks, I was like, oh, I'm Facebook friends with him. I see him going on vacation with his wife. Like, this is wild, but this is why we do this. We do this so we can catch guys like this, because they hide in plain sight. They find reasons to be around children, you know, and this is why we do this.
And did you have any suspicions about him whatsoever over the 4 or 5 years you've known him as portraying Santa Claus?
No. I mean, I'm always suspicious around people who want to be around kids, you know.
Right. But that's because we do this dark work.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
But other than that, there's been no hints.
What will you say to this guy if, in fact, it is him, as we suspect, and if he does, in fact, show up to consummate this deal he's been negotiating for 24 hours now?
So I don't have words for somebody like this. This is somebody that's been in my home. What do you say to someone that's been in your home, been around your kids since they were like 5 or 6?
How old are your kids now?
10 and 12.
10 and 12.
Yeah.
And the girl he thinks he's buying today for sex is 13. Same age as your kids.
He's very polite, comes over. His wife plays Mrs. Claus. They've been doing this for years.
A man surfaces who's a DC cop.
Correct.
And what does he do for the DC Metro Police?
Well, he tells me that he's a lieutenant with the DC Police, which through selfies that he's taken, that appears correct based on the uniform and things like that. He's a lieutenant in charge of doing special operations, which for him involves escorting the president.
Escorting the president?
Right. Escorting the president, escorting dignitaries from other countries, including Netanyahu. He mentioned that. He sent me a photo of that. Also, the dignitaries from Ireland around St. Patrick's Day were here, in Japan. He mentioned escorting them. So he is in charge of their motor unit, which leads the details as far as street closures and things like that.
And so they coordinate with the Secret Service?
I would imagine so, yeah. I haven't asked him too many specific questions.
Right, because you're supposed to be a 15-year-old boy.
15-year-old boy, right.
The thousands of text messages are graphic, but also very detailed about what Matthew wants to do with the 15-year-old boy.
He definitely has an interest in anything that involves my persona. He wants to know about my soccer games that I tell him that I'm involved in. He asks about school, homework, studies. He's very big into travel. He's offered to plan travels for us to Europe. He likes going to Europe, specifically Italy. So there have been many in-depth conversations, almost relationship-like. He's well aware that I'm 15, well aware that I'm in high school. He's asked plenty of questions about, what I want to do in the future. He says that he himself is planning on moving to Italy once he retires. Told me there's some good schools over there, things of that nature. So he is really setting him what he believes. I think he's setting himself up for a future type relationship.
The Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Lieutenant is very clear that he's looking for underage prey.
He posted older 46, he was at the time, looking for younger in Maryland. The post continues saying, older bear chub guy in Maryland looking for younger to get to know. Would love to find a long-term thing, but whatever really. Love Latino guys, but anyone is welcome.
So when he says bear, he's talking about bear-cub relationship.
Correct.
Is the terminology
for
this
younger.
Right. He wants a relationship with a younger male.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So he's looking.
He's looking. And I replied.
And you replied.
Mm-hmm.
And how did he react when you told him you were only 15 years old?
He didn't seem to have much of a problem with it. He said something to the effect of, he's an adult, he has a lot to lose, I'm just a child, so I won't get in any trouble. And at that point, it's pretty obvious that he's well aware of what he's doing, he's contemplating it, he's mulling it around in his mind, though we continued to talk. And, you know, there was sexual conversation before that, and then there was continued sexual conversation after that. It was almost as if he was trying to get around a mental block.
So he's grooming.
Absolutely.
Promising all kinds of things, feigning to be concerned about the child's education, about his sporting activities, and then using the allure of international travel, taking the child perhaps to Italy.
Correct.
What kind of a human being does that to a child?
Pretty disgusting one. Yeah, and the issue that a lot of us in my unit have talked about and struggled with to some extent is that this puts a real tarnish on this occupation. When, like you mentioned, we're out here trying to catch these guys, and he's turning around and one of our own is that guy. That's concerning.
But he's no longer one of your own.
Absolutely not. No, he made that very evident through these chats that this is one that we need to weed out, and that's what we're doing.
How graphic does he get? Now, I'm sure there are a lot of graphic things, but give me a sense so we understand.
Sure. He likes to talk about his fantasies. It helps him fall asleep. He explains that on various things. One of his favorites that he talks about is where my persona would be laying on top of him, giving him oral sex, and he is using his hands and playing with my genitalia and my anus. That's the one that he likes to bring up the most. Apparently it helps him fall asleep thinking about that. He's gotten to the point where he really enjoys the pictures that I send him, which are just pictures of an age-regressed face of myself. Now, I have an older guy's body, so we use one of our decoys who has taken some photos. He very much likes photos of our cadet's stomach. Nothing obscure about it, nothing more than you would see at the beach, but he really likes that, and
that's his jam.
That is his jam. He likes it. He has sent me photos of what that does to him, which would include, he sent me pictures of his erect penis. He sent me pictures of his shorts, telling me that the pictures that I sent him have ruined his shorts, and then he's holding a substance between his fingers, which I either interpret as being pre-ejaculate or actual ejaculate, I'm not sure. He has sent me photographs when he is in his office at work. He
sent photos from his office at the Washington, D.C. Metro Police Department. And what is he doing in his office at the police department?
He has a pull-out couch in his office that he says is for when he has long days at work. He sent me photographs of him laying on that couch with it pulled out in bed form, partially clothed.
And he's lying on this couch in his office, in the police department, in the nation's capital.
Correct.
And he's sending this knowingly to someone he thinks is 15 years old.
Correct. Yeah.
As a lawman, how do you react to that?
Disgusting. It's disgusting. One of the things that I thought was exceptionally telling of him is he asked when my birthday was, knowing that I'm 15. So I kind of saw where he was going with it. I didn't want him playing the waiting game for 16, which is our age of consent in Maryland. So I told him it was in February. And he told me that he was disappointed that it was that far away. And I said, well, why? What do you mean? He said, well, 16 is the age of consent. And then we wouldn't have to worry about some of these things.
After weeks of Detective Sergeant and DC Metro Police Lieutenant Mall exchanging messages, it's time to meet.
He says, I asked him earlier, I said, what are you up to? He said, nothing, wrapping up a few things and getting ready. I said, yay, less than an hour and I'm out of here. He says, are you excited? I said, I sure am. How about you? He says, I am. I said, I love that it's really pretty out. And he says, yes, it is. On his way.
He's on his way. And how far is his residence in Maryland to here?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. So he's moving, he's driving.
Yeah.
Detective Sergeant shows me a photo of Lieutenant Mall, who is supposed to be on his way.
Lieutenant M. Mall. And again, you know, like I say every time I speak to a parents group, they don't look like a predator. They don't stand out of a crowd.
Correct.
Holy cow.
Because Matthew Mall is an active law enforcement officer, we all know he could be armed, and that makes this situation potentially volatile.
We're probably going to be utilizing our SWAT team members that we did last time.
Yeah.
So we'll probably have them in here to do it. So we have a lot of technology in place. We're going to be doing a lot of surveillance on this. So we'll know as much as we can before the person gets here.
Right.
But if the opportunity presents itself before him getting here,
right,
we're going to seize it.
There's his most recent, so he's definitely, that's
Yeah,
15
definitely.
minutes.
The lieutenant is on his way. The Harford County Sheriff's Office is now tracking his movements by ground and by air.
All right, looks like he is probably on 24 or right at the exit.
Mall pulls into a nearby convenience store.
He's walking back again.
Yes, it's here.
He just looked down at his phone to read the message.
All right, Mike, he's on the move again.
You got the phone?
And then drives around the neighborhood of our sting house. We closely watch his every move.
He's right there.
We're here. Does he have the address yet?
Yes.
Yes.
You should go right. Keep going right. The small traffic circle.
Mike, I told him
Keep veering to go right.
that I jumping in the shower and I left the door unlocked on the patio. Told him he can come in.
This is where he's going.
Stop! Get your hands up! Get them up! Sir, do me a favor. Open your driver door. Keep your hands up after you do so.
Hands up, all the way up. Start walking back. Towards us, towards us. Walk towards us. All the way up, all the way up. Stop, stop, turn around.
They take him.
Yeah, he's in the car. Yeah, it's back behind that building there. He's complying.
Tuck in, tuck in, tuck in.
Do you bring any weapons with you today? Nothing on you? Nothing stuffed anywhere?
With the lieutenant now on the wrong side of the law and in handcuffs, he's escorted into the sting house.
Matt, have a seat right here for me, would you?
And to come face to face with me.
How you doing?
Hi.
Do I take your glasses off or?
No, I'm good.
Okay. What's your name?
Matt.
Matt. And what's your last name?
Just Matt.
Matt. Okay. Matt, what happened today? How did you get in this situation?
I'm not sure.
Well, tell me as best you can what led up to your arrest.
No, thank you.
But the fact that he has relocated from where he lives to this hotel, which is minutes from our sting location, and the fact that he's sending an Uber driver, that shows that he's intent upon seeing this thing through.
Without a doubt, which is really a little nerve-wracking about the whole deal. I mean, he's thought this thing through. I mean, he really thought this thing
He's put a lot of time and planning and effort into this.
Yes.
But he's talking about all this master-slave stuff, too, which is disturbing when you think about the target of his desire is a 14-year-old girl. It's grooming. It's serious grooming.
It is. It's sickening. But it.
I mean, he's talking about dog collars and calling him master and all the other details that we know.
These are the type of people that we're here for. Right. Get off the street because they are beyond dangerous, if you ask me. You know, it's just
and targeting our most vulnerable.
Oh, yeah. He just don't understand this morning. He's the target, not us.
The predator is the prey.
That's right.
But it is kind of scary. He's got this that much mapped out, that planned out.
Yeah, I mean, that's concerning, right?
Yes, this is. I mean, he's got it all planned out.
Yes. And he gave minimum information.
Being very cautious.
Yes.
You think he's got any idea what's on the other end of these chats?
Not at all.
He thinks he's going to fulfill his fantasy.
We should be here in a minute.
Probably in the office, so we can go down and
talk with him
and see when we can get him to come up here. Would be ideal if we could get the Uber driver to come up here.
The Uber driver shows up on time and calls the number provided. It's answered by the decoy.
What's an answer? Shh. Answer it, Zipline. Your name is Snow.
Hello? Hello.
Yes.
It's in the back apartments.
You said the back apartment.
Yes.
Okay, that's where I'm at right now. Do you have a specific number? Like a door number?
You have to go
behind. Right on the front of here where the gate's at.
You have to go behind that.
Okay.
The detectives head outside to talk to the driver to gather more information on the man who booked the car service. The driver then comes into the Sting house to talk further with Sheriff Ard and me, and she gives us some troubling information.
So we're going to try to get her to make a phone call.
Got it.
To him, and basically we can't pick up minors, that kind of stuff.
Right.
However, he's wanting her to bring the kid back to Harvey.
Which is near New Orleans.
Yes.
Past Metairie.
Past Metairie.
Yeah.
So he was not, in fact, going to bring her to the nearby hotel. He wanted her, the girl, being her, to go into the Uber and go back to his house, which was closer to New Orleans. How was it, 45 minutes from here?
No, it's about an hour. I GPS an hour and 26 minutes.
Hour and 26 minutes. So he wanted to put her in an Uber and travel her an hour and 26 minutes.
Yes.
To bring his slave to the master.
Pretty much.
The driver then makes a call to Christian.
Hello, Christian.
Hey, Christian.
Yeah.
Hey, I just spoke with you not that long ago. Look, I won't be able to pick up an underage minor and bring them that far out.
Oh, okay. No problem then.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Okay. He just canceled.
So he canceled.
He just canceled, yeah.
And we heard what he said. He sounded pretty casual about it all. But the fact that he was trying to bring her an hour away.
It's scary.
It's very frightening, especially given, I mean, it's frightening no matter what, but given the scenario, the master, the slave, the whole thing.
And he's thought this thing out so much. I mean, look at what he's done. And I'm going to be at this hotel room.
That was a lie.
Right. And look, he's been very upfront about, I'm the master. I'm going to do this. You're going to do that. And so now he has an Uber driver coming over here to pick up this young lady.
And wants her to think that she's going just a few minutes away to a hotel,
so
but he's
when
going to drag her an hour plus
get in
away.
the car, she was going to turn around and have to bring her all the way to Harvey.
If he was going to bring her back.
He wasn't going to bring her back.
He was going to hold
Tell
her
him.
captive.
To me, he's been lying the whole time about everything, and he's trying to basically get her where he's comfortable.
What do you think would have happened to this 14-year-old girl had she gotten in the Uber and traveled over to his house an hour plus away?
It's very frightening to even think about what would have happened. This is scary. These are people out here preying on our children. This guy right here.
Did you know there are literally hundreds of more episodes either in production or available right now on our streaming network, TruBlu? Right now, you can watch all of the episodes for $2.50 by using the promo code YouTube25. Or you can use the code YouTubeYear for $20 off an annual subscription. And while we have you here on the YouTube page, there's something else you need to know, and this is important. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on TruBlu.